Leslie. It is January 9th. I'm here driving to work, and my cameraman, Isaak, go ahead, film yourself, Isaak. Yeah, it's Isaak, Joseph's brother. We're just gonna kick it today at my work, to which we're pulling right now. Or I said in which we're pulling right now. This is it right here. You want to film that? It's Paul Kessler Distribution, number C, or letter C. Great. So yeah, I'm just gonna take you through a day of work for me on a typical Friday. Alright, so this is the office of my boss. Obviously he really likes racing. There's like trophies and stuff everywhere. So first part of my day, I take my time card. There's only 3 to choose from because there's only 4 employees, not including my boss. Today's Friday, so I switch it to Friday and I clock in. It is 8 o'clock. I'm coming in later because I'm getting over sickness. Usually I come in at 7. Alright, and then this door auto locks, but this leads to the grand warehouse. And you can film. Here are all the spices. Yeah. It's pretty glorious. The first part of my day is, you want to film this like row of all this. So this is all the stuff I'm delivering. I'll add some more stuff, like the refrigerated stuff, garlic. I'll add some oil. But first part of my day is just double checking all this. Alright, so usually I grab a milk crate because bending over for every one of these really sucks. I usually sit down. This is when I usually listen to like one of PB's sermons or whatever, or a podcast, because it takes a long time. So I grab an invoice which has everything they've ordered on it, and I double check. So for this one, this is going to Tide House in Mountain View. It's got 1 sherry wine vinegar, and lo and behold, 1 sherry wine vinegar. Check. So then I can move to the next one. This one's going to Burke's, which is by Great America, a theme park. It's got 5 sea salt, so I just count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 12 tandoori paste, and I got 12 of those, so this one's good too, etc., etc. I'll see you at the end. So we got everything double checked, and this is the part where I get in the truck and I back it up to the garage door, and then I put everything that's in there in the truck, and when that's done, we roll out. So it's not the best. I try and go diagonal because sometimes you get honked at if you go straight in, and people can't get around. But here's the inside. Yeah, and now we load. Okay, so this is the part where we figure out the route, because I don't know what I'm delivering or where I'm going till I show up. So there's a bunch of places I already know in my mind where they are. It changes every week and I have to make minor adjustments. So I have like kind of chunks or areas, like I do this cluster in a certain way, and then I go to this cluster. I look at all the invoices, all the places I have to go, and I make a decision and I order them. So when I get in the truck, I know where I'm going. Alright, so we're all packed up. I got all my invoices on the clipboard. Important to remember to have the invoices. One time I got halfway to my first stop and forgot all the invoices, which was terrible. So the first stop is Bold Night Bistro. Great chef. Okay, so this is Teskey's. This is one of those places I deliver to that I want to go to someday. Really chill guy. He doesn't even really check what I bring him. He just signs it. He's funny. He messes with the delivery drivers. Okay, so Leslie, this is McCormick and Schmidt. Chef here is really cool. There are vents straight ahead. Against that wall, there's a bakery that sends up really sweet smells whenever I go in. That's great. As you can see, it's really crowded. I'm going to try and do this really quick because people get pissed when you block them in. I got blocked in on Wednesday. I was pretty pissed. Is Hotel de Ansa, which has a pretty famous sign. It's really close to Shark Stadium. I actually got blocked out of this one. This is like the first time I've been able to pull into this driveway in months, because usually some jokers park like it's a parking space in front of the driveway. I got so mad I took some pictures of them, of the cars, and I was going to send it to parking authority, but I'm also lazy, so that didn't happen. Alright, so we are on the way to the next stop, which is like a block and a half away. So sometimes I gotta back out of these driveways, which is less fun than one might think. It was a lot easier during like New Year's and Christmas Eve because nobody's in downtown. So, I mean, it's just a ghost town around here. This is really nice for delivering because it's just like nobody. Pretty short little drive. I make a lot of short drives on Fridays because downtown everything's really close together. So this next place is called 71 St. Peter. I really hate it because they're not there before 10 and they hate it when you deliver after 11. So basically if you don't deliver in a 1 hour window, they get all pissy with you. Like I said before, some chefs be divas. The other option is to come to this place after lunch, but that also sucks because then I have to like change my whole route to cater to this one restaurant. And like when you have like, 3 restaurants that all want that, it's a real pain. So anyway, we'll go see if they're there. Usually if they're not, I'll just like initial it and leave it outside their door. This is a $37 invoice. I've left like $100 worth of stuff out there, but funny thing about spices is no one knows they're worth $100, and even if you stole it, I don't know who you'd sell it to. Right, so this is Scott's, San Jose. We also go to the one by Stanford. This is a freight loading zone. It's quite a walk. So one of the things I do when I get back here is I check the invoice. So sometimes there's some extra stuff. Usually we write in Sharpie on the boxes which one goes where. But sometimes there's stuff like oil where we don't mark it, but it goes anyway. Also garlic's going, so I'll load the oil, dolly, get the garlic. So Isaak was asking me if I wanted to close the truck, the back door. I don't. One, because I think there's a low probability of people stealing it. Two, because it's a good reminder to remember my dolly. When you forget your dolly, that's almost as painful as forgetting your invoices. I forgot it once at a country club. I had to drive back half an hour to go get the dolly. That was also a bad day. This is one of my favorite places to deliver. Isaak, if you want to do a pan shot, you can see like all the great buildings of downtown. I love it. This little walk here. Behind us is Adobe, that green building, as in Illustrator, Photoshop. It's got a rooftop. It's a rooftop restaurant, which is cool. Also, I came up here, side note, and I sketched the curved hotel building on a Saturday once. This right here is the not cool part. Some of these places didn't have the foresight to include a ramp or an elevator or anything. They just have stairs. So when you got a dolly like this, there's one way to go. Alright, so this is Antenna Row. This is like high-end fashion place. I go to 2 places here, Veggie Grill. There's another one in Mountain View, but this one's a San Jose one. And there's a hotel called Hotel Valencia that I go to as well. So I grab both products. So this is the Taco Supreme for the Veggie Grill. And then there'll be stuff for Hotel Valencia in the back. So we just delivered the Veggie Grill. I usually take both orders. One time I went to Veggie Grill, dropped off the thing, and all the cooks were out taking a break and they hid my other order for Valencia, which is where we're going now. The thing about Valencia is the longest elevator ever, so I won't make you sit through that. See at the truck. So this is the Duke of Edinburgh. I don't know. People get picky about how to pronounce it. Anyway, the funny story about this one, it is in Cupertino. I've only been here once, but the one time I was here, I was delivering to him. We gave him seasoning salt. The label says seasoning salt, no MSG. I gave him the tub, and he's like, "Oh, I thought this had MSG in it. Can you bring me back a tub of MSG?" And I was slightly horrified. So this is one of those restaurants that I do not want to eat at in the future. Alright, so I just finished at the Duke. I just delivered 2 9-pound tubs of monosodium glutamate, which is MSG. So this place is really close to Jonathan Chang's house, FYI. Next is Tide House in Mountain View. They're kind of interesting. I'll do them now. They're kind of interesting because I actually like restock their spices for them. Like I refill the spice tubs for them, which I don't do for anyone else. It's kind of weird. Every place I go to has their own little quirks and like peculiarities, And so the one about Tide House, which is one of those places I want to go to. It's like this brewery place. Seems really cool. I like both the chefs. They always talk to me and tell me stories. They're really friendly. All right, so this is Burke's. That's the sign. We used to have an advertisement on the side of this truck for them that just got painted over. I don't usually go here. This is usually a Monday thing for the other guy, Tim. But hey, you know, they say jump, I say how high. All right, so this is Bay 101. It's like a casino, but technically it's a card club because you don't, there is no house, right? So you're just playing other people. This is what I'm told. I haven't actually been inside. All of the old Asian people love this place. This is where they go to smoke and gamble. And this is where I go to give them spices. So I usually pull up around the back. Pretty crowded today. This is the little back lot. This, you want to film it? It's chicken base. It's like $100 for that bucket. You can believe it. Saffron is like this little tin that weighs a couple ounces. It's like $70. So it's crazy some of the prices on these things. Alright, so this place is of note. Going in, I think it's interesting, and the reason why I'm bringing Isaak is because there's like this gate which is open. It's fortunate that it's open. Sometimes it's not. It's really annoying. Yep, they're gonna close it on me right now. So we're gonna have to ring the bell and they're gonna have to open it for me. Which is gonna suck. Kind of a common question I get a lot is, do I need a special license? We're back at the warehouse, by the way. No, there's no hinge. It's kind of like a U-Haul truck. It's not like a 18-wheeler. So the easiest way to get this truck back in is to back it in. So that's what I'm doing right now. It's kind of tricky because it takes up like the entire parking space. If you'll notice, there's no rear view mirror, so that's another tricky part. And you can't even really glance to your right or to your left to check out the lane next to you. Really, it's just my mirrors. I got these cool bubble mirrors though, which really help out. So backing up, I'm just using those bubble mirrors. At Burke's, I took back 5 of these because the chef didn't want them, so I had to take it off the invoice. So I'll carry those in, I'll look at the mileage, and I'll write that down. And then I'm gonna lock up, and that should be a day because not much else to do. Yeah, that's a typical day on Friday. You know, every work day is an adventure. It's out there. So I'll see you next time.